2, 1. Buffering, of course, it's got a buffer. Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to my Black Ops 3 multiplayer gameplay stream. Today I am continuing my hero armor grind. You can see I'm still working through Reaper. Today with me I have in-game and in chat Brass Monkey.
What's going on, everybody?
You're probably familiar with him as the guy that makes the Ultimate Utility app, which is linked down there in the description, and we work together for the Ask Drifter app. And we have subscriber and longtime stream moderator Green Jose in the game, but not in the chat. So today I'm going to be going back to Ground War, going for headshots, going for all sorts of challenges, probably headshots first until the challenges open up, and just generally... See, this is one thing I don't like about the game, right? So I'm muting Jose. I have mute all, except party, right? So I mute Jose just in case his mic makes noise, right? Because he's in-game but not in chat. Which is totally fine. I don't want it to spam the chat. But like every time we change menus, he'll automatically unmute himself. Because Treyarch. I don't know why. Just a minor annoyance with all this stream kind of stuff. Gotta greet the subs. Hello Echo the Bat Pony. Hello Jared Plays Games. Hello Zachary Madams. Hello Milo McCarthy. Joshua Ashmore. Jacob Williams. A Fluffy Llama. Jason Allen. And, well, your name's not Illuminati Gear. You're CJ Almighty. Hello Brandon Beyond. Hello Alan Morcus. Killswitch 19. Mario. Cameron. Barrett 50 Cal apparently is watching. Patrick Holland. Ash Team. I do have the subscriber notification on, and donations are on today, but I will warn you, the donation notifier has been acting up. So if you donate and it doesn't pop up, I am severely sorry. I just wanted to warn you ahead of time. It's been kind of uncooperative lately. It's just fair warning, you know, so. And now that I've hogged the entire intro, what's up, Eric?
How's it going, man? Alright, what are we going for here?
Oh, I'm just going for headshots. It's just regular old TDM right now, so... I guess you're going to kill all the people?
I'm gonna do my best. We'll see, trying out the Dredge. I haven't played too much with it on PS4. I don't have any of the attachments unlocked on this yet. Got it plenty on Xbox, though.
You still primarily Xbox?
Yeah, I just, you know, I know more people on Xbox, and we have a pretty good group that runs, you know, just about every night, so it's nice. I know, I will say this, the graphics are not the same, it is noticeable, but, you know, it's still fun. It's the players that make the difference.
Gotcha, yeah. So, most of the people, a few exceptions aside, oh, I'm gonna get blown up by that grenade, man, we got a guy 8-0 already on this team. Have kind of already migrated over from Xbox to PS4, and it's not just for the COD exclusivity thing. Like, the Xbox was kind of collecting dust the whole time. I did get annoyed that PS4 tends to have a bit more downtime. Like, their servers just get attacked way more often, and I'm not sure why. And a few other small things, but overall I've been pretty happy over here on the PS4. Have you updated your X1 to the new dashboard yet?
I have, yeah, and I do like it. It makes a big difference. You know, I was not a fan of the original one, but the new one's, it's better. I still like the 360 the best, to be honest, but this new one is definitely better.
Got it. No, dude, it's hard to beat the 360 dashboard. That was just... So it had its flaws, right? It didn't work 100% of the time, but it worked like 95% of the time, and it was extremely easy to use, which for me made all the difference in the world. Just, you know, user-friendlianess goes a long way.
Yeah, that was the biggest. I mean, it was so simple. It was almost like muscle memory with everything, you know, whenever you want to do anything, but it seems like it takes a lot longer, even with the new update on Xbox One, but it's alright. They're improving it for sure.
You ever have one of those moments, I don't know if you do this, like, I try to hip fire a lot with assault rifles just because, and sometimes I swear I empty, like, my entire magazine into somebody, hit nothing, it's like, alright, fine, I guess, you know what, Treyarch, if you make me, I'll aim down sights and you finish the guy off.
I know that feeling.
Oh god, that was a really good use of invisibility. I don't know if you guys saw that on the stream, but I almost got invisibly wrecked over there. Oh god, that's a bad one. I shot these hives everywhere and stuff too. I'm in a bad spot. There's a headshot. Excelente. Hope you don't mind a little bit of Spanish. Wait, you live in Florida, don't you?
I do, so we get plenty of that around here.
Gotcha, yeah. About to say you definitely should. Are you anywhere close to the Miami area? Because that's where all the Spanish is, with, you know, Cubans and whatnot.
Yeah, not too close. I've been down to Miami a few times. It's fun, but A little further. I'm sort of in the middle of the state.
Gotcha, gotcha. And I believe I got a donation. We got Devin Watts just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription, sir. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you know about the donations and subs. I'm going to try to read them out. Yesterday, I kind of overdid it and made myself a little bit hoarse. So I need to scale back a little bit. And if I don't call you out, if I'm not as excited as you would think, I apologize. I just pretty much killed my voice. Jose Gonzalez also just subscribed, and Justin, my bad, Dustin Purvis, gotta say those correctly. Managed to turn that around from a kind of a bad. We had an awesome guy. Look at that guy up there. Look at this Papito guy. Guy's up there carrying us all the way. Let's see what the one donation was that popped up. Yep, I got $2.50. Is it Crim6 or Scump that is the best COD player ever? Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go Scump. I think Scump is a little bit better than Crim. What do you think? Eric, you alive?
Oh, I am. I thought you were asking the screen.
No.
Yeah.
And also, T the Kid X7 got the first donation for $1. Mango Games subscribed. Thank you for the subscription, Mango Games. What do you think, Scump or Crim?
I don't know. I think Scump's the way to go with that one.
Yep. Not that Crim's bad, right? Like the Crim bot can be scary sometimes. And the Relaxing End subscribed, and Krill Likaviad just subscribed. I'm having a hard time with all these names. Rosie Barajas, thank you. All new subs are appreciated, even if I don't get to read them out. Zurasi? Man, we got some crazy names. And Ryan Dixon coming in here. Let's do some domination. I like this map. I don't get to play it enough, but I do end up liking it.
Yeah,
Kathy
I'm going to go for classified here. Let's see if we can play something else.
Gotcha. Kathy Shinek says, shout out my son Cooper. Hello, Cooper, all the way from Plano, Texas, through the internet. I want to look at your guy. What's your specialist dude look like? Oh, you. So are you getting challenges, or do you actually like this butt much?
I actually am a fan. Now, granted, I usually play hardcore, so this is like the guy to have for hardcore. But yeah, I could probably switch it up here for some of these core games. But
Gotcha.
no, the Hives are second to none.
You are drunk. Okay, so Time Walker donated. Thank you for the donation, sir. I appreciate it. I'll try to keep my voice together. Hives are like, I just did that on the last stream. I don't think that they're even that good, and I do think that they are quite annoying when to get killed by. Joel just subscribed. Thank you for the sub, Joel. Hello, Luke Wilson. Nice to see you. And hello, Richard Sum. Hello, Andrian Sapita, Bean Muchaxo. And hello, Wonder Mouse. Nice to see you guys. Now, like, for me, they just don't get a whole lot of kills. And, like, so if I want to camp real hard, maybe. But I would much rather have a Scythe or a Ripper or something like that. And, I don't know, Rejack...
Yeah, for core, absolutely. I mean, the Scythe is, you're just going to destroy people with that in core.
Yep. Okay, so an unusual one for core that I would recommend. How much of work have you done with the Ripper?
A little bit. I know you recommended that to me a little while ago. I haven't played around with it as much as I probably should have by now, but I know that especially for some of the games like S&D, I mean, I've gotten destroyed by that a couple of times. There's some people out there who can really use it pretty effectively.
Gotcha. Xavier subscribed. I Hate Terran subscribed. Elijah Penrod also subbed. Thank you for the new sub, guys. I appreciate it. Hello from Houston. Hello, friend. Make an Instagram account. I don't feel like it. Instagram is... I'm lazy. I don't feel like doing Instagram. Billy Clark subbed. We got Canadians watching. Level 100 modders. I don't care if they mod or not. They all die the same. Landerson subbed. And let's see. Thank you. Glad you like World of Darkness Part 2. Part 3 comes out in 2 days. Man, this is a slow lobby. There we go. What were we talking about? So it works really well for core, in my opinion, because in core, there's more people up in your face. There's more like nuttiness, you know. There's more kind of rushing around. Got a $5 donation from Loyalty Flame. Thank you, sir. It is much appreciated. Like,
what a nice guy.
Especially if you're like playing like Dom or Hardpoint or Safeguard, you know. Think about how many times you get up in people's face and spray them, and how many times it'd be nice to just have like an instant, like a Deus Ex Machina, a MacGuffin, what's the word in golf? A mulligan, just like a do-over, and you just like kill these guys, just rip them all to hell.
Oh, no. I've been on the receiving end of that plenty of times. So, it's a good one. I may throw that on here in a minute or two.
I don't know. I like that one in Glitch, mostly. I haven't had an opportunity to use Fire Break's move as much as I probably should. But I'm trying to do the hero armor thing, so I'm going through and trying to, like, master each and every... Oh, gosh. I just got stunned so hard. I got flashbanged over there in the middle of the map. That's not a good way to start at all.
Got the guy who got you. There's one back on top there, though.
Got it. I'm just going to go around, then. So, oftentimes when I play Ground War, this will be like my first time playing any of these maps in TDM, because I just don't TDM. Okay, like, I'm always doing OBJ stuff. Mostly, like, I'm trying to get, like, gameplay for in-depth, or, you know, something, so... Man, like, this really throws me off. It's like, oh, there's no objectives, there's no...
Yeah.
They're always looking at me, what's going on here?
And in Ground War, they're just everywhere, too. There's, like, no spawn control right now.
Though I will say one thing about this mode, once you've managed to get a UAV, you've just become a god for your team. You know, a lot of people have launchers and stuff for Dom or whatever, but they don't carry them as much in TDM.
Oh yeah, that feed is huge, and especially if you stack it with combat focus. I mean, you can just get UAV after UAV all the time. Throw that and the counter up, and you're just non-stop points.
Ghetto Snowball donated to me $4 and some change. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Oh man, that guy got me good. He freaking rejacked me. I will read your donation in just a second. Next time I die and get a good opportunity, I appreciate it. Jose Oliver said he donated 20 bucks. Come on, headshot. Oh, no, no, no. Don't use your pistol. That's cheating. Don't do that. Ghetto Snowball says, hey, I'm watching from Australia. Will you have my babies? And the answer is no. The only babies I'm really waiting on, I might have Ryan Gosling's babies. I think those would be really cute babies, you know? But other than that, you're just going to have to do without. Ooh, I think I just got a Kimbo pistoled right there. Some guy's writing a bunch of Korean stuff in the chat. Somebody says, can you do an in-depth on specialists? Well, you're in luck because the next in-depth is going to be about all the specialists. And then the one after that, ideally, is also going to be on specialists. So that's kind of what I'm working on here. One of the reasons I'm trying to do all this hero armor thing is I thought it would be really cool for when I do specialist in-depth if I could show you each and every one of their different armors and stuff. I thought that would be really neat.
So any hints for the stream of which one's coming first?
Well, I have an in-depth on the charge timers. Like which one charges faster, slower, how many points, that kind of stuff. That should be tomorrow. And then after that, everything gets a bit more confusing because I'm lazy, basically. Yeah, that's kind of how that works. So, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to stream more. I'm trying to get a good balance. I'm trying to find out how often my audience likes the streams, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream every single day and keep like COD multiplayer fresh like that, unless I'm doing like some crazy challenges or something. But I'm doing it more often. I mean, it kind of I'm don't want to knock other people's work, but a lot of people that like stream GTA every day, and I see that's easy because GTA has like a lot of variety and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say, you know, Noah J456.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's been streaming zombies like mad and has been crazy successful at it. And to be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea how his subs have not gotten tired of seeing zombies. I mean, we only have, what, like 2 maps, right?
Yeah.
And he's mostly just streaming that one map every day just about, and his subs love it.
Well, he's a good player, you know, and there is a lot of zombies. I mean, the depth of the new maps is pretty remarkable, so I think that helps a lot. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I bet your subs would love to see some zombies.
Yeah, they not so much because I'm kind of like terrible at zombies. it's
You just got to party up with Noah or somebody else like that.
I think the one time I did zombies, it was with Cross. It was a huge fail. And I actually called Noah on the phone and put him on speakerphone. And was like, Noah, please. And like, he was like getting food and stuff. I got some donations rolling in. Native Wolfie says, out of all the female specialists, which is your favorite and why? Love your vids and have an amazing 2016 you deserve. Thank you, Native Wolfie. I like Battery the best. So I do like the Annihilator. I think the Annihilator is a really good weapon, but War Machine is super easy to use. I mostly play Domination and a little bit of Hardpoint. So on Dom and Hardpoint, the War Machine is the thing for cleaning people out of hills, which I love. And after doing the hero challenges and stuff for it, I kind of fell in love with kinetic armor as well. I found kinetic armor to be very fun, and especially very trolly when you're doing things like pistols and shotguns. So I think of the female specialist, she floats my boat the best. What about, I got one more, Real Speckles, Nathan Welburn subscribed. Thank you guys. I appreciate all the new subs. Michael Cohn subscribed. Real Pyromaniac says, I was wondering blah 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 blah. Okay, so I can't, Real Pyromaniac, I can't answer your question because that's a spoiler for the Epic Dream episode. So you will get answers for that, I promise you. Just not today. You'll have to wait on that one. So Eric, what's your favorite specialist?
I was going to say, just to throw my 2 cents in on that female specialist question, the Seraph with the combat focus, that I think is really the way to go, especially if you throw on some of those low score streaks like the UAV and counter UAV. Once you get those up and the combat focus together, you can just roll, especially if you have the care package in the middle there. You can get tons of care packages doing that.
Okay, so me and you, I feel like we have very, very different ideas about what's good in this game and how to play it.
That's what makes it a great game.
I hate combat focus. I think it's garbage. I don't even, like, you know that has the longest charge time? It takes longer to charge combat focus than it does weapons. No, it does not even, okay, so how do you think, do you know how it works? Did you do the little testing on it?
Absolutely.
Okay, then explain to them how it works, and I'll tell you what part of that I hate.
Okay, so combat focus, it essentially doubles the points that you're getting towards your score streak. So if you throw a UAV and a counter UAV up, which I'm going to try and do this match, I've got UAV, counter UAV, and care package. So if I throw up my UAV and my counter UAV, normally I would get 10 points for each one towards my next score streak. Well, both at the same time means 20. Well, if I do that with the combat focus, that doubles both. So now I'm getting 40 points every time anyone on my team gets a kill towards my next score streak. So in games like Ground War, that's going to mean I get care packages really fast.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what part of that I absolutely hate.
Alright.
You are correct that it doubles your points, but only to a certain extent. So you would think that if you're running combat focus and you capture an objective, you get 400 points or whatever. But as you earn points, you drain your combat focus. Like, the combat focus is like a point bank. It's going to give you like a maximum of 500 points, and that's it. That's all you getting out of it. So so I can definitely see, yeah, if I'm going for super low streaks, which I'm mostly running support streaks right now because I'm going for headshots and stuff, it's viable. But let's say I want to earn something like a Wraith, and I'm going to call in my combat focus, and I'm going to try to like cap an objective and get a kill on the cap and do stuff like that, you know, which would seem to be a reasonable strategy, right? Call it in before you do hero work. What ends up happening is I call in my combat focus, I capture the objective, I kill one guy, I get like a bonus. I think the point bank is 500, and that's it. It's done. No more. I'm like over here trying.
I mean, it's set up to have, you know, some sort of max limitation on there, and that's just to prevent super abuse. But I think it is still a pretty good. You know, if you're getting 500 points, that's not bad. That's almost a care package.
I would think the way I imagined it being more like, in my head, it was more like Hardline, right? Like with Hardline, it was like a flat multiplier. So I thought combat focus, okay, combat focus is going to run for like 15 seconds, and I'm going to get 2x points for those 15 seconds, regardless of what I do. It doesn't do that. It's just like you kill a few people and you're done. And that's why I don't like it. It just, I guess maybe because I'm going for flashier, higher kill gameplay or something. Like, yeah, so you're using it very utilitarian to get low streaks, and it does a good, you're right, it does a good job at that. Like, when I was using it for my challenges.
Alright, so here's our test right now. I just got combat focus. I'm going to throw up my counter UAV. Here's my UAV, and here's combat focus. So let's see how many points I actually wind up getting with it. So there's 80 right there. There's another 40. I haven't even moved yet. There's another 80. There's 40. There's another 40. So it's pretty effective, especially in a game mode like this where our team is just getting crazy kills. And there we go. Now I've got, I haven't even moved out of the spawn. I've got another UAV and a care package.
Okay, so I haven't left the one area, and I earned psychosis twice just from killing people.
Okay.
I think that's so much better. I just earned a hater, and I have no bullets left. I'm actually out of bullets. This is kind of bad. I've just got my fist here. Oh my! Oh yes, 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 yes. Somebody killed him. Take that Cuda. Thank you. Now I get what you're using it for, but that just that kind of thing doesn't float my boat, man. It just, I don't know. Guess we'll maybe never agree on that, but that's okay.
It's all right. That's what makes this game so good. Is there are so many different play styles. That's why COD has had the longevity that it has.
Like if we all agreed that clearly Heat Wave was the best thing ever, and that if you're not using Heat Wave, then you're a dumblock, then the game would get really boring. I say that as I get killed by the Purifier. Then it would get really boring, and nobody would want to do anything. I'll read out subs, new subs next time I get the opportunity to see the list. Sometimes it's a bit tricky to read and play, guys. Isaiah Clark just subscribed. Thank you for the new subscription, sir. All new subs. I appreciate it. I'm getting shot in the back by a pistol. Get out of here, you crazy Asian lady with the gun. Make sure I didn't miss a donation or anything. Iroa, yes, of course I remember you. If you were to make a new specialist, what would it be? I'd like some Asian guy with throwing knives, or have you got any ideas to Eric? Okay, so one of the specialists that I wanted was what I would call a vampiric specialist, or a health regen specialist. So we already have one with kinetic armor, which people debatably say is OP. I guess they just say anything that kills them is going to be okay, OP, but that's okay. I'd like to make a specialist where every time you land a hit on somebody, it automatically resets your health.
Oh, that sounds
watch
super
this.
OP.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to where, like, if you stole health to... This is actually a really nice kill. This guys, this is how you use Psychosis. Confuse the guy on the left, shoot through your clones, and get a headshot.
Nice.
So... I thought, like, if you could steal health, right, but then you still couldn't really challenge a whole lot of people because they would just gun you down. You could never steal as much health as they were putting into you. But
maybe sort of like a vampire.
Yes,
effect?
vampiric. So when you shoot somebody, your health resets. So as long as you stay in combat, you can stay in combat for a pretty long period of time, and I think that would be really fun. And as for what weapon would be good, I think something fun like an actual scythe or a sword. That's maybe... I guess we kind of already have a laser sword. Maybe like an akimbo one would be fun. Like a really spray-heavy one, kind of like the Purifier. But like, you would just bring back the FMG9s, right? It's got like 1,000 bullets. You just hose everywhere, short range. I think it'd be kind of fun. But my suggestions are probably way OP.
Yeah.
What about you?
It sounds like it'd be really hard to beat. Well... Actually, you know, to be honest, I haven't given it too much thought about another new specialist, but I had somebody on Twitter, and I apologize, I don't remember their handle, but this was a follower tweeted me an idea that I think with some tweaking could actually be really cool. And his idea was to have sort of a party game mode, like gun game or something, where you can only use a specialist. And so you get their weapon and their ability, and that's all you have. Maybe that in melee. And you just run around and use their ability and their weapon to get kills with.
That could be fun. Hey, here's a fun one. Zombie specialist could be fun. So, like, let's say you get Richtofen or something. My Inventor Dylan just subscribed. Thank you. Thomas Drenth subscribed. Appreciate it. Retrospective Action also subscribed. Play with... We got a request from the chat from Victor Rizovic. Want me to play with HBK 30. Can't. Sorry, man. I'm doing the Man of War challenges. What about if, let's say you get Richtofen, right? And your weapon is you get the ray gun, probably with a limited magazine, like 6 to 8. Still pretty much an insta-kill, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be really fun. And Richtofen's special ability could be... I guess that's a lethal ability. The abilities tend not to be lethal. I was going to say summon zombies. That would be a little bit annoying. But what if he could, instead of glitching, like, you know, you use the glitch ability, what if you could teleport, but it would just teleport you anywhere on the map? Like, you hit the button and it just randomly drops you somewhere new, just kind of like a GTFO sort of ability.
Well, don't we already sort of have... I mean, you know, glitch is kind of like that.
Yeah, I thought maybe shocking people, like a zombie trap. Buddy Films INC just subscribed, thank you. I thought maybe shocking them, but then that's kind of the same as Heat Wave, it just stuns them. It's not very unique, right?
Yeah.
So...
I think all of my ideas would just be way too powerful.
Yeah. But I mean, if you think about it, some of the ideas they have are way too powerful. Like, not too. I think this balance is pretty good. But I mean, whose idea was it to make the Annihilator? I mean, you have the stat chart, right? So
Yeah.
you know how much damage that thing does? 900. It's crazy. It really does annihilate.
Yeah, lives up to the name. But I don't know. I mean, the revolver style, I think, gives it that opportunity where if you miss that first one, your enemy is going to have enough of a chance to aim up on you that it's not too OP. If it was like some kind of full auto deal, that would just be ridiculous.
Yeah, well, the Scythe is kind of like... So the Scythe, they've nerfed a little bit, right? It used to be worse. But it's still really strong. Like, you can't tell me the Scythe isn't clearly a top-tier ability in strength.
Absolutely. That one is huge. And in the beta, I remember that one, I mean, there was no stopping that. You could not get a kill on somebody who had that and was pointing it at you.
Julian Girl just subscribed, got a lot of new subs. Thank you, guys. Get out of here. Quit shooting me. Dying a lot in this game. I'm not even getting headshots. I'm not paying attention. I'm sitting here thinking about specialist balance. Or a lot of people say the Purifier is OP, and I think its saving grace from not being OP is just the fact... Let's see if I can do this. Oh, I didn't get to put my clones through there. It's just the fact that you can still kill people while you're on fire, so it's kind of easier to shut down Purifiers than other abilities, but it is totally kind of annoying that... Just how easy it is to, like, once somebody touches you with it, you're almost guaranteed to die.
Yeah.
There's not really a way out of the Purifier that I know of. I mean, I do the in-depth stuff, so...
No, the Purifier is pretty strong, but I don't know. I think that, the limited range on it and the relatively small sort of width of the stream is kind of what balances it out. But it is pretty strong. Especially
so.
its quarters.
It doesn't play around, right? Purifier, like, Purifier kicked it out of kindergarten because it wouldn't go to recess. They don't play no games. I just spawned right by this guy. I didn't even get the headshot on him.
Yeah, we got guys in the back here. Got the scythe down, but there's still a few more. He's up on our rock.
Yeah, I killed the rock dude. Got a $1.01 donation from Vertex, which is a big paragraph. I'll read that in a second. Probably in between rounds. Got 2 minutes here. Somebody says if you jump in the water, it cancels the Purifier. I don't think that works. Does that?
I haven't tested that out. That's a good one, though.
Like, I'm pretty sure that doesn't save you from thermite. Thermite used to be an insta-kill if you got caught in it, but now they kind of scaled it down to now it just does like a metric boatload of damage, but you can still survive it.
Yeah, I did a video where I tested a lot of the things underwater, but I didn't get a chance to test all of the specialist items, so...
For the best, do you remember the beta, where if you called in the Scythe underwater, like you originally couldn't jump and stuff with it, so you would just drown?
That's pretty funny. I actually didn't use the Scythe underwater in the beta. We got 3 guys coming in on this left over here.
I got them all busy with my clones and stuff.
Nice.
Oh, left? I was on the right, my bad. I was over there all screwing around.
Yeah, we got one guy behind the truck. He's jet boosting in. Up.
As per pretty much every single stream I make, I have a request from my fans. They want to know, Brass Monkey, are you a Donald Trump supporter? Yes or no?
No, absolutely not.
What, dude? You got issues. Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. Vertex wants to know. I've been trying to watch these streams live more. So much fun than a YouTube video. Hope you have a wonderful year. Can't wait for the rest of In-Depth. Thank you very much. I read that as I was getting sniped. Let's kill this robot. Let's make this thing dead so they can't win around. Oh my god, we just like quad purified. And Ghetto Snowball says, hey, it's me again. How do I join your game? Answer's pretty simple. Ooh, I'm a triple headshot maybe? No. I'm just appearing online. You should just be able to join off anybody in the lobby. Just type in my name or anybody's name on PlayStation, and you should find us. Got a big $5 donation from Hoy Bad. It says, hey, Drifter here from the University of California, Merced, and I was wondering if you knew whatever happened to X-Jaws. I do indeed know what happened to X-Jaws, but I'm not going to talk bad about Sam on stream. I know him personally a little bit, not that personally. The long and short story of what happened to X-Jaws is Becoming a millionaire at 15 years old, overspending, overextending, and lots of drugs. I think that would be the short version. I'm not going to get into his life. I'm not going to do too much details. All those things I just said, most people know are public. But that's kind of what happened to Jaws. And that's it. Just pretty much those things. I mean, you can't go from, you know, normal to making $1 million a year and then hanging with Bieber and the Kardashians, mix drugs in your life, don't do high school, do some like alternative thing, and expect everything to work out. Reality don't work that way. Man, we got a lot of snipers in this game. It's good. Make me easy headshots. So yeah, I think that's about all I'm going to say about it, Sam, because I don't want to talk trash on him. That's not what I'm trying to do here today.
Now, Sam, I've known him for a little while. I saw him at E3 this year. He's a genuinely good guy if you get a chance to talk to him.
No, he's definitely not a bad guy. That's not what I want to imply, because a lot of those things I just said imply that they're bad. And what is it? I think I got my stream. I got a lot more donations coming in. I'll read those donations in a sec. There we go. Got another headshot. So I don't understand, Eric, why you don't support the Trump. All he wants to do is make America great again, and you are probably just some stupid liberal communist that hates rich people and wants a all-black republic.
No, I am not sure. I haven't talked to you about this off stream at all, so I'm actually a little surprised that you're even giving me a hard time about that in the least. But no, my honest opinion is that if you are going to attempt to lead a country, you have to lead the entire country and not just part of it. You have to understand everyone's needs and take into account the entire population, whatever demographics those are.
Dude, what are you talking about? Nobody cares about them. They're just a bunch of stupid Muslims. No, that's what his PR lady said. Like, after he talked about banning Muslims or banning Islam or something like that, he's like, she went on the news to represent his campaign, and they talked about, well, what about all these people that don't like it? And he said, she literally said, who cares about them? They're just a bunch of stupid Muslims. I'm like, what?
I didn't see that. That is unreal. I mean, I don't put it past them. Really, truly, nothing surprises me that comes out of that campaign, and I think it's just a circus.
Thank you for the subscription, Bobby Fisher. Luke Mackus, also appreciate the sub. All new subs are appreciated on the channel. I gotta have a sub appreciation day. I kind of already did that with the 1 million sub and giveaway thing, which worked out stupidly well, by the way. You know, my wife got like, I don't know, it was like 7,000 Facebook followers. Like, that worked.
That's awesome.
That did good work. Oh, I'm not gonna bash you on stream, but she had some sort of issue with Giveaway Easy. I think there was like an account verification thing. We'll talk about that later. She was gonna do a giveaway there, but something went haywire. It's basically something to do with the YouTube channel name. I don't know what it did, but like it wouldn't read her channel name for some reason. Yeah, and that made it all real angry.
Shoot me a DM or something.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Okay, so back on topic. Yeah, if you guys want to go to my wife's channel, you'll find the giveaway link. It's like a bunch of Steam codes and League of Legends cards and stuff. You should be able to find it in the sidebar of related channels. I'm feeling bad here. I'm not even like trying to kill people. I'm just going for headshots. Like, I'm not even playing this objective. So I can't believe that you are a God-hating communist. Why? Why do you not support the glorious Trump? I just got a huge donation of $16.73. I'm gonna have to get to these donations. Why do you not support the Trump? I mean, like, why do you hate America is my question to you.
I think it's the exact opposite, is that, you know, it should be a country for everyone who wants to work the American dream and come here and try to.
What are you talking about? This is a country for white, rich Christians only, and nobody else.
No, and I know those are not your views.
No.
Those are not. Absolutely.
I'm being a smartass.
Very few people genuinely believe that, and I think it's unfortunate how overrepresented those people are in this election cycle.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, that's the people that vote the most, and they're the easiest to not just on the right, but on the left as well. Like the really, how we call it, like the stereotypical cry bully or whining liberal or bleeding heart liberal, or like the really radical type. on both sides, those are the people that vote, and those are the people that are easiest to appeal to, so that's why you see the extremism. Also, extremism in the news sells. So we'll come back to the Trump in a bit, because that's too fun. Got a lot of donations rolling in, some surprisingly big ones, too. Okay. Let's see. Helsing 320 dropped to $5. It says, Sup Drifter, if you're doing okay today, have a really bad headache and just PT'd, but watching your stream. Yeah, me and my wife weren't doing so great. She still had a headache this morning. Also, World of Darkness is really awesome story. I will pay for a book or anime from that, so there are any cool ideas you have for DLC weapons? Well, hopefully I can get comics going on eventually. DLC weapons, I feel like we could use a good dual-wield weapon, and I feel like we could use maybe a little bit more variety in the pistol department, like something kind of fun, like a big, scary revolver or something like that that can 1 or 2 hit. That's what we're kind of missing for DLC weapons. Eroa dropped $1, says, hey Wookie, Kissenduki just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. James Gostick also subscribed. Bubba0927. By the way, Eric, thank you for being patient while I read all this stuff out.
Oh, no worries, man. You got to thank the guys who are supporting you.
Yep. Let's see. It says, a new gun hasn't been announced for the next DLC, so my question is, which gun would you or Eric like to see in the next? That's basically the same question we had. I'd love to see like a, yeah, and I'm with you, Python 44 Magnum, something like that. Anton Dillon donated $1.08. It says, just giving back to you. Thank you. I appreciate that, sir. And we have the biggest donation of the day from Tom. It says, if you what vampiric, then you need Alucard from Helsing, Drifter. Haha, hello from England, and good luck with the challenges and happy hunting. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And Helsing is a fantastic anime. I like the new OVA better than the older ones, and I do confess I haven't read the manga, though. Got new subs rolling in. Mudkip Bro just subscribed. Thank you. Prince Brown subscribed as well. All new subs are appreciated. Actually, I see 1998 Neon says we need the Desert Eagle to return. That could be kind of fun. I guess we already have the giant revolver with Seraph, so maybe we don't need that. B-Man says, can he come over for dinner tonight? Dude, if you like fried chicken, you can come over for dinner, because that's what I'm getting. Shamuel says, I bet his wife looks like his mom. I'm like, well, if that's true, then I'm half Asian, because, yeah. Anyway, so, just to be clear, you've already registered to vote in the Republican primaries to support Trump. Gotcha. No, I think a lot of people, I've been seeing like a lot of Democrats are actually going to vote for him in kind of hopes of sabotaging. And I talked about it in the last stream. Some Republicans are considering like an intra-party mutiny against him because they really just don't want him to be the face of the party. Even, mostly moderate ones, right? But
yeah, well, it really is the majority of the party that is moderate, but it's just. You know, that's how the primaries go, is you get these extreme views coming out, and then things tend to settle down a little bit once you get to general.
Yep, that's exactly, like for the primaries, it's really kind of like rallying the base the most. It's like who can kind of shake up that core group on either side, and then all of a sudden people start going more and more moderate. And like once the actual campaign starts, then we get impossible promises out the butt and under-delivering. And that's every year, so... Maybe I'm just being a cynical person, who knows.
Nah, you're just going off of real data.
Yep. Okay, serious question. If you're man enough for this one, which way do you tend to vote? Or do you have a preferred political party? Do you identify as Democrat, liberal, Republican, conservative, anarchist? You know, I'm not here to judge you, you know, but this is just for fun. We're trying to keep the stream interesting.
Honestly, I am the most moderate that you will ever find. I mean, there are different cycles that I would vote different parties for. And it depends on the time, it depends on the candidates, and you know, I genuinely do my best to listen to what people are actually proposing and what I think they can actually accomplish.
Yeah, that second one is what's important, because the presidential candidates tend to promise all sorts of crazy stuff that are just way beyond their ability or power to fulfill, and just doesn't pan out, right? Like, I remember I saw this especially a lot with Obama. He promised to like change this, change that, change the world, change the American economy, and I'm like, bro, you are not a one-man economy. Like, it's nice that you want to have policies for this kind of stuff, but that doesn't change the whole world, right?
Yeah, the thing to me that is probably, I don't want to say most valuable, but certainly one of the main things that I look for is what is someone's real experience? You know, what did they do before running? How did they do at that? And how are they viewed in that area or field?
Dude, have you even seen The Apprentice? I don't know who I would fire, Ice-T or Meatloaf. I couldn't handle that kind of pressure, man.
That's rough. I may have to check that out. That sounds really entertaining.
Okay, here's a question. This is more of a Hillary one. Okay, I don't know. I hope I don't piss you off. You're like a Hillary fangirl or whatever. Hillary is known as what we would call a flip-flopper, right? Her opinion changes based on what's popular, based on what's going to get her elected. Kerry had this. Other people do too. There's like some Republicans that'll do this too. Lots of politicians actually. Like whenever gay marriage got popular, man, everybody jumped on that gay marriage, and apparently they've been gay forever and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you feel less inclined to support somebody who changes their opinion based on popular demand, whether they really believe in that or not? Or does that not matter to you? Because some people say, okay, they're still just accurately representing the people.
So, I think there's two components to that. I think that it is an important skill. On the positive, it is an important, I don't know if it's skill, but at least characteristic, that someone has the ability to put their personal beliefs to the side if they genuinely feel that the country would benefit from a different route. So I think that's just one way to look at it. That, you know, regardless of how that person genuinely feels, if they think that there's something better for the majority of the population, that they're willing to execute that. So I think that's just a different way of looking at it.
Got it. Most people look at it as in, I want to get elected no matter what, so I'm just going to say whatever people want. And I'm going to tell you, Trump is like the master of that, okay?
Yeah.
Like, this guy, you can talk bad about him, he knows how to say catchy stuff.
Yeah, he knows how to say things that'll get headlines, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Like, this guy is a god at that. I feel like this guy should have been like John Kerry's running mate, because everybody criticized Kerry and then Gore for being boring. Like, if they had this guy as a running mate, that'd have spiced stuff. I guess that didn't really work out for Palin, though. I got a few more donations rolling in. So Matt Man the Boy says, would you rather have Hillary Clinton? By the way, I don't support anyone this election. Just wondering what your thoughts are on this person. I'm not exactly a Hillary fangirl either. I'm very unamused with my choices this year. Truly, I am. Hit More Vegetarians dropped $2 and says, how were the fried sushi you had the other day? Great stream, man. Make sure to keep the memes spicy. Sushi was good. We also had fried vegetables, which I guess kind of negates the healthy part of it. Groundhog72 says, why don't you play Elder Scrolls Online? Just kind of don't feel like it. That's pretty much the only, that's the real answer, is I just kind of don't feel like it. And Mr. Epic Monkey dropped $3 and says, it's a lot easier to destroy the safeguard robot with launchers. Takes 4 shots to take him out. And what happened to the Mexican vampire? If you're going to say that in episode 3, then don't tell, please. Not doing a Halo 5 in depth. And you will find the answers that you seek for the Dream series in the coming episodes. I promise you. Camden Leahy, you have been yeah, I look in the chat and they're like, small loan of $1 million. That's a great thing. I love that. So, I'm going to play devil's advocate for Trump on this one, right? He says small loan of $1 million. His dad was a, if I'm not mistaken, multi-billionaire in assets, mostly tied up in real estate. And after that, he was a businessman. So his dad wanted to put him in business for Trump to start his own company or whatever, and he did give him a loan of $1 million, but the goal was with $1 million you start like a massive company. So compared to what he was supposed to be using the money for, it was a comparatively small loan, whereas other people would have required larger loans. But the way you say that just doesn't work. Like, you know, there's some people working for minimum wage, and he's like, oh man, I got a small loan of $1 million. But okay, so we've been on the anti-Trump train. I try to keep it politically somewhat neutral. I'll just do this one for you. Benghazi email server Benghazi scandal. There we go. Now it should be pretty much fair.
Well, hang on. One more before we move on to that. I just think, I mean, this to me, regardless of which side it was on, would just be funny, is that Romney really lost the last cycle because of his wealth. And now we have somebody who makes, you know, Romney's fortune look minuscule, and it's being embraced almost.
Yep. Well, Romney also had a lot going against him just for being Mormon. So pretty much all of our past presidents have been Christian, or at least claim to be Christian. A lot of people are very intent that Obama's a secret Muslim terrorist or something, whatever. But being Mormon, that really worked against him a lot. Let's get off the political stuff. I'm gonna change this up because that's just we're gonna go down a dark path here. People, you'd be surprised how butthurt people can get. Like I remember this one dude, or not just one, but quite a few. Like, I've had people unsubscribe when I tell them that I am not a registered insert political party here. Not that I don't generally support whatever, but they're like, you haven't registered as a Democrat? Unsubscribe! Anger!
Yeah. You gotta, I mean, that's part of the process is you have to let other people be entitled to their views.
Yep.
But here, I've got one for you.
Okay.
So, I think we had a question about if there was going to be a Halo 5 in-depth. So, how about CSGO?
I would if I wasn't terrible at CSGO. Right, CSGO has the same problem that League of Legends does to an extent. It's very pro scene dominated. So me as a guy who is not a pro Counter-Strike player, I don't even count as silver, which is their lowest ranking, right? So I can get online and I can break down these numbers and I can find some interesting analyses and stuff, but they kind of have some people already doing that, War Owl if I'm not mistaken. And since I just don't have that expertise, I get slammed. I did the same thing in League of Legends. I did a League of Legends in-depth when I was bronze, and I presented my information, which I'm going to tell you the information I presented was 100% mathematically true. Okay? I didn't go as much with suggestions because I wasn't comfortable with it, but people discounted the information that I presented based just on my rank, and it's the same thing in Counter-Strike. Like, I didn't even do it, I just did pure math analysis, and they're like, oh, nope, bronze, can't listen to bronze, can't do bronze, you know, so, T. Martin's definitely got a leg up on me there. I know he's been doing a lot of Counter-Strike on his second channel. Actually been playing with some of the pros, like training and stuff.
Yeah. I think that's the strategy, is to do it on a second channel, because everybody always gets slammed when they try and incorporate other things other than Call of Duty into a Call of Duty channel.
I got some donations rolling in here. I'm going to read these real quick, guys. Sorry about that. Thomas Twan22B dropped $6.66 and says, I've been religiously watching your videos since the BO2 days. Keep it up. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Helsing dropped $1, says, I being for the military, intending to believe that most politicians are absolutely dumbasses. I kind of feel the need to say we almost need an enlisted member of the armed forces running to really get the idea around for my 2 cents. Man, we're not going to escape this political thing today. Sounds like a good idea. And you're right that a lot of people are kind of dumbasses, especially in your situation, because these are the dingleberries that are sending you off to die for oftentimes quite arbitrary reasons. So I totally feel you. One, I'm going to play devil's advocate. One bad thing about electing members of armed forces, or you could see this kind of in like Starship Troopers, which is a fantastic book if you've ever read it, is that armed forces, part of your training is they break you down and they rebuild you to take orders better. That's part. You mean it's psychological as well as physical. They just kind of design you to be very appeal to authority, and especially if you go to like people fresh out of basic or relatively new to the military. Sometimes, even if you pretend to have authority, even when you don't, they're so like ingrained into that they'll just snap and kind of follow orders. Reporters use that trick on occasion, and it can scale up. Like it would kind of be scary to me to have a leader that would always appeal to some other authority even when they're supposed to be the higher authority. They wouldn't trust their intuition as a lot. And again, I'm not meaning that as a knock against armed forces. I'm just playing devil's advocate for you. I'm just spitballing a bit here for funsies, okay? So there's that. Let's try to get off the political stuff before the whole chat turns savage and turns into Drifter hates veterans and crazy stuff like that. Okay, so what were we on? What were we talking about before this got crazy?
Talking about some CS:GO and your strategy to start a second channel, I believe.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with the second channel. It was kind of not smart, I think. I had this idea that I would start a second channel and that I would do streams on the second channel. Unfortunately, what really happened is only people that are really coming in were from Twitter because it's a new channel. And what I should have done instead is just stream those games here on my main channel, because all my sub base is here on the main channel. And in order for the YouTube gaming streaming thing, right, the more people that are watching, the better it works, the more subs, whatever. But if I just sit there and I stream with like 200 people watching, you don't get the same amount of followers as you would with thousands. So the benefit was definitely for me to stream on this channel and not the new one, which is a little bit upsetting. I don't know what I'm going to do with the second channel. I thought about turning it into a vlogging channel or something like that. So, yeah, Drifter hates vets and thinks $1 million is a small loan. Definitely confirmed. Here's a fun one. We'll throw this fun one at you. Eric, how do you feel about the legalization of good old Mary J. Wanna?
I think it's not for me. I think that, you know, there are other people out there that may genuinely benefit from it, and so good for them.
How about medical or just for whatever?
You know, I think medical obviously has more genuine utility, but I think there's plenty of people out there who, you know, if they're not doing any harm, then good for them.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I think it's a lot less harmful than drinking in the long run, so it's kind of silly at this point. How about this? Vandahar or Khandri?
Well, so, alright. I gotta sit in the back for this one to talk about that.
We got a Bond story coming?
So, well, we got two stories coming, actually.
Okay, I'm all ears.
So, one is, my biggest E3 regret is, I think this was 2012, it was either 2012 or 2013. I think it was 2012. So, I'm sitting there waiting in line at E3, and this is for, you know, the sort of LA Convention Center layout, but for everybody who doesn't, there's, on the first day of E3, you go in, there's this big lobby, you get your badge, then there are these escalators, and the escalators sort of take you up to the main part of the show floor. Well, I was standing there, and Vandahar literally walks right in front of me, close enough that I should have said something, and I just didn't recognize him fast enough to say something, and I've never seen him again since then. So I would have liked to have said something and had a conversation with him, but he walked past me too fast, and I didn't recognize him quickly enough. But literally, as soon as he was like just out of non-awkward range of saying something, is when I was like, "That's Vandahar."
Dude, you missed out on the grace of Vaughn.
I know. So that's my Vaughn story, and then oh crap, I just got. Sorry,
over here.
Whoops.
Okay, so then what's the second story?
All right, so the Khandri story is I'm in my game room right now, obviously, and right behind me I have a really awesome care package that was sent to me by Khandri, and he was doing a charity event, and I sent something to help support what he was doing, and totally unexpected, he sent me one of the nicest things I've ever received, and it is really awesome that he took the time to do that for me. It was a Modern Warfare 3 poster signed by the whole team. I now have that framed in a really nice frame hanging above my computer in my office. There were a few other things. There was a really cool Sledgehammer mug that I drink out of all the time. There was a really cool handwritten note that's on my desk just from him, just, you know, saying thanks for the support. And there were a couple other cool things in a Sledgehammer bag, and I have all those things just on my desk. So I'm a big fan of both of them.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, the Sledgehammer guys were really nice to me. And when I say that on YouTube, I know that's like, oh, he's a sellout, confirmed, paid. It wasn't even that. They were just so communicative and open with the community. Not just Khandri, but like all the other people. Like if there were problems with the game, instead of just getting blown off or whatever, like, psh, whatever, nerd. They were pretty open, not only to talking to me, but to other people as well. So I really did appreciate that they took the community serious and not just a bunch of complainers or whatever. Treyarch does this pretty well too, except they handle it. Vaughn handles it a little bit differently. He puts, I think Vaughn really enjoys putting the dumb people in his place. In their place, my bad.
Yeah, I would imagine that after a while that would be hard to resist.
Yep. I'm going to read out some new subs here in a second and then get to those good old fat, juicy donations. I'll do donations until the sub thing pops back up again. JD Venom says, here's another donation for you. Keep up the good work and enjoy the first 2 parts of the Epic Dream. He is enjoying it. You inspire me very much with your content and keep me motivated with mine. Have a good stream. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. JBerm110 dropped $1. Says, I'm tired of being a potato. How do I get good? JBerm, you and other people have kind of inspired me. I'm working on a video soon called Spud-Based Matchmaking, or Spud to God, or God to Spud. No, yeah, Spud to Good. Spuds get good, something like that. I'm going to have a thumbnail with lots of potatoes with googly eyes, but I'm going to try to make this sort of simple guide on how to improve your gameplay. Part of it's building better classes, some of which I've recommended on previous streams. I'm going to recommend the Cuda, the Vesper, the M8A7, and the ICR-1. Perks are good, blast suppressor is important, and I feel like fast hands is very important. And we're going to go with lower streaks, and your goal is going to be to shoot people in the back. Don't try to outgun people. Don't do that in the face type deal. Just shoot people in the back. I think you'll find your life to be a lot easier doing that. Oh man, I got to get long shots with this stupid thing. Okay. I do those 2 at once. Where's that 5 attachment class? Nah, just take this one. So that's my advice on that one. Salty Reindeer says, I would love to see you do a stream where you take a shot of whiskey for every 50 in donations you receive. Oh, dude, I would get like, out of this world, just wrecked. I don't think I could do that, man. Like, I love you and all, but I couldn't, dude. I would, that would make me cry. Couldn't do it. And Thomas22V says, vape in my pussy, LMAO, whatever. Got a hello from New Jersey. Who do you think is the worst specialist? I don't think there is a worst one. I don't think there's any really bad ones. Do you think there's any ones that are inherently bad?
No, I think they all serve a different purpose. I think depending on the game type, you're going to have some that are considerably stronger than others, but I don't think that there are any that are inherently bad.
Okay. Matster5000 asks what headset he should get for Xbox One. I am sponsored by Astro. I'm wearing them here. You see them in the description. But I like A40s. They sell the new A40 TRs now, which are like Black Ops Edition. But I've had my old like 2012 A40s forever and ever and ever, and they still work just fine. So that's 10 to what I remind. We have what happened to 9 Lives. 9 Lives works at Broadband TV, which is my main network, and that's what he's up to. He's moved up to that MCN game, so that's cool.
And for what it's worth, I've got A40s on right now as well.
People are saying Nomad is the worst. I'd kind of agree. I do think that Nomad is the worst. I think they over-nerfed him. They broke him.
It depends on the game type and the play style. So for people who are going to be playing core a lot and running and gunning, then I totally agree with that.
That's
but
me.
Nomad has his place.
Dude, I rush almost exclusively. I don't really do much else. I love this water combat, right? Whoever thought of that was just brilliant, because that works so well in this game. It's so goofy sometimes, but it's so fun to do when it works in your favor.
Yeah, I really like the water element, and I was kind of surprised at sort of how it really does change some of the maps and some of the movement paths that you otherwise really wouldn't be able to take.
Got a question here. It says, does your girlfriend ever ground you? I don't know, Eric, does your girlfriend ever ground you?
No.
No? Dude, you've never been in trouble from the girlfriend?
No, I don't think so. Nothing ever that was real serious. We get along pretty well. How about you?
Nah, not like what they're talking about. They're talking like where the woman will legit punish you, like go to your room, stay in a bar. Like, I don't think I've ever had that.
Thing.
We've definitely had our disagreements. I think that would be true of almost any relationship. I know she does get really mad when I fart under the covers. That's kind of a big deal in this house.
I think that's probably justified.
Dude, I don't think you realize how bad my farts are. They're like... they're like atom bombs. They like brew for hours before they reach their final form.
Oh, man.
So, I don't blame her. I'd be kind of mad, too. I hate getting up in people's faces with this. Got a $1 donation, which I will read in a little bit. I don't know why I'm trying to hip-fire this stupid gun. I just can't seem to get set up right with it. Oh, do you like monkeys or gorillas? They're both pretty scary in my opinion. I think they're both incredibly dangerous animals that should be taken seriously. Because chimps kill people like you wouldn't believe, dude. Chimps are savage, savage creatures. People think they're good pets, no, they're terrible pets. I wish they could. I wish bullets didn't penetrate the clones. I feel like the clones would be a lot more useful if... Oh my god, I got a subscriber just got a quad on us. If I could use them to block a few bullets and reposition. Green Jose's doing good, leading the team. So is that left shark or right shark? Dude, that is left shark all day. What do you think I am, some kind of right shark scrub? You guys have issues, dude. Left shark is my homie. Like how people just type in they've donated so many infinite thousands of dollars and it just didn't show up. Who cares? Bum, 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 bum.
You guys winning that match?
Wait, what?
Remember I got kicked for inactivity when I was telling my Vaughn story?
Oh, dude. My bad.
All good.
Yeah, well, I'll pick you up after this game.
Yeah.
Just got murdered.
That's probably my only gripe with Black Ops is wonderful game, but man, that inactivity timer is way too short.
That got kind of bad after the recent patch.
Yeah.
Oh no, spray! Ah! Say, Drifter, do you know when Vondi will make the hater not suck? I don't know.
I don't know if you'll catch this comment, but to that follower, what would he change about the hater?
I did actually see that one. I don't know. They'd probably want to make it last longer. A lot of people wanted it to be impossible to shoot down.
Yeah.
I think that would make it very unfair. I think that would make it broken. Whoops, not that one.
I mean, we've had that in past games.
James Bond just subscribed. Thank you, sir. I got some new donations coming in. Mr. Moore Swims donated $1. Says, why do you often dream about vampires? I do not, actually. I very rarely dream about vampires. It's just convenient that the last handful have been memorable. Chris Pro Frock dropped $10. It says, do you ever have an issue with jumping when you go sprint on the scuff? I just got my new scuff last night and it did that a lot. I actually have not, no joke, no BS, no sponsor crap aside, I have not had any issues with scuff on X1 or on PS4. Really, legit, no issues. If you are having issues, I highly, strongly recommend that you talk to Scuff support. And if you get jerked around on support, if something happens, next stream, donate me $1 or whatever and send me your case number. And I'll make a call and take care of it. Because if somebody buys the scuff with my code, or any of my scuffs really work with any, even if it's not my code, I don't care. Like if you do stuff with the companies that I represent, I want to make sure that you guys are taken care of. Even though sometimes that irritates the crap out of these companies when I call in to complain about stuff. So yeah, I haven't had that issue, but if you have, I'm very sorry, and I want to help take care of it for you. I need to get log shot medals here, so let's see what I can do with that. Let's see if we can get some gold on this gun. That should be a long shot.
I know your subscribers appreciate that, but I can tell you, it is rare that folks will do that, and I know 100% that you do put the time in for those kinds of things.
Yep. It's, you know, I've had some people with stupid problems, I'll admit, and that kind of makes me mad when somebody says they desperately need my help and their problem is their own fault.
Yeah.
But more often than not, something has gotten screwed up. I'll tell you the story of one that I really didn't like. One guy kind of peeved me. He said that he bought a scuff and then it broke on him or something, which happens, right? Not going to pretend that they don't break, because that's not reality. And he went to do the repair and talked to scuff support, and they couldn't find his case number or whatever, or his order number, and then something went screwball, and he eventually did. They told him to send it in anyway, and they would identify it and ship it back to him. And after all this kind of work that he got put into it, he shipped it in, but then they didn't send it back, and like they stole my controller and all kind of stuff. So I actually had to call Scuff for this one, but I did sort it out. What happened is he lived in like Sweden or something, and he found that even after the exchange rate, it was cheaper to buy a Scuff from the US, even though you're not supposed to do that. So we ran like a proxy or whatever and went to the Scuff US website and bought it, changed the shipping to Sweden, and it went there. And then when it came time to do support, he sent it into Scuff EU because the shipping times are obviously much shorter. But when you do that, it's not in the system because they're subsidiaries. They're totally different. So it really screwed everything up, and it kind of made me mad because that's not my fault that you ordered improperly and then sent it to the wrong tech support and stuff. But I went ahead and sorted that out anyway. We have a $5 donation from XJagger3D. It says, "Hey Drift, love the in-depth series, super helpful. My question to you is, how do you get diamond on launchers? It's taking me forever." And the answer that I have for you is, it took me forever. It took me absolutely forever. That's how I did it. Like, I had a launcher on every single class until it was done, and it took a super duper long time. No joke. Scott Strife dropped $1. How do we join lobby? Just join it in progress off anybody's name. Animal Dude 55 says, "Hey man, appreciate your work. Keep it up. Also curious, but what kind of car do you drive?" Here we go. I drive a 2011 Hyundai Elantra with damage from several crashes. It's fuel efficient, dirt cheap, and that's pretty much it.
I've been in it. I can vouch. It's true.
Yep. Got 800 kills. All right, let me back out and pick you up. Oops. I'm B-Monkey, invite to party. Okay, so... Getting close to getting gold on this. Eric, you in? Good.
Yep.
Take this, change that party to closed. Mr. AJ Green Day. Actually, I think this guy donated last time, so I'll just leave him in there. I don't really care. Let's see. Specialist, what are my challenges for Reaper here? Earth body, okay. Head. Earth. Let's see. Oops. 20 kills with Scythe. Bunch of kills with Psychosis. Okay, not too hard. I'll do Psychosis first. Alright, match core. Let's go back to Ground War. Let's see. Chris Profrock dropped $5. It says, "Oh no, I just meant that your finger accidentally pulling the jump button when you try to press down on L3, not actually an issue with the controller." Oh, glad that you clarified. And I've never had an issue with that. But I've been using John Munaz just subscribed. I've been using Scuffs for like 4 or 5 years now, so I guess I'm just kind of used to it. I don't make mistakes like that. My advice to you is to be patient with it, or if it came with one of these little tuning rods, you should be able to adjust the stiffness on it. That'll make a big difference. You gotta mute these folks. Mr. AJ Green Day, put him on the other team. And Halp donated $1. It says, "My wiener got caught in the cheese grater. Please contact your support to fix this," and I will. I'll get right on that. I'm sure, Eric. I'm sure you've had a few people doing that too. Like they'll contact you with support about the apps, and it's like just something crazy. And I'll be like, "How do you put your shoes on in the morning?"
Yeah, there have been a few of those, but you know, I help them the best I can. And hang on one second, gotta turn the chat down here. I'm hearing.
Well, more often than not, that's not the case. Most people have legit problems, but some people have.
Yeah.
Potato problems.
Yeah, every now and then, you know, you get just people trying to be funny, and that's all right. You know, nothing wrong with that. Some of them
you get some problems with people that just don't. Like, I don't know. Almost every company has like a basic FAQ or whatever, and I feel like 90% of their problems could be solved by the FAQ, but sometimes it's like they don't know the right name, the right thing to search in the FAQ, or where to look.
Yeah.
So
A lot of times the facts aren't really as easy to access as sending an email is either. So I totally get that. You know, they do what's easiest. And I mean, just speaking from my own personal experience, even though some of them are clearly meant to be trolling a little bit, some of them are really funny and actually make the process of going through support emails more enjoyable when you get some of those. So it's a mixed bag.
good to hear. Good to hear. I don't do support too much. I do kind of a little bit. Like I said, when people complain about any of the products going wrong, I do try to, you know, figure it out and help. But I just can't. I'm not a support guy. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, whenever we roll out with your app every year, I always get a bunch of requests for in-depths as well. So some of the...
Oh, because they think you own that. Yeah, I got you. And I'm playing
Well,
terrible
they think that email goes to you some of the time, so I let them... Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay.
Some of the better ones I always pass on to you, but most of them are just funny, or things... Sometimes they're things you've already done, and I'll just link them to it.
I get that at least like 5 times a day on Twitter. It'll be some kind of like, yo dog, are you gonna do an episode on something? And I'm like, I just literally just got uploaded like 2 days ago or something. I don't know. Google is your friend. You just want to type it in and search. Oh man, these clones just, they don't fool people like I wish they would.
Now, that was one of the things that I had a feeling about was, right when the game first came out, was those clones, things like that, and like the decoy grenade and whatever it was, Black Ops 1 or 2, they work for a little bit, and then they don't work, and then they work again right after Christmas, and then they don't work again.
Are you saying that only bad kids fall for clones? Yeah, because it's true.
Yeah. They're good points, though.
Oh! Or when you get hit by a grenade and all your clones die in one. It says, do you ever play on Xbox? Not much anymore. I'm really happy on the PS4 over here. I don't know, the service interruption a couple days back was one of the very few issues I've had on PS4 in a long time. So that's just kind of how I'm doing on the Poly Station. Which is mostly good.
Yeah. I still play on Xbox a lot just because I have a lot of friends that are on there, but this is the first time I think I can honestly say that the PlayStation experience is better.
Yep. PS3 it was not, in my opinion. Like, I know the PS3 was powerful, but the online component was less than spectacular, to say the least.
Yep.
And they had bad games for a long time. I mean, the PS3 turned out to be good later, but PS3 had no games for easily like 2 years.
Yeah. Well, I really was never a huge fan of the PlayStation UI, but that was just because it was compared to 360, which was so good, and, you know, now that's kind of a little bit inverted.
360 was money. Like, it's a shame that they rushed those things, right? They rushed them into production. they were all faulty. I went through like 4 360s. Then think about it. The 360 was so good of a console that I probably bought 4 of them, and I still am not really upset with it.
Yeah. I'm sure you probably were at the time, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the long run, you know, it could have been so much worse. All right, Chris dropped a dollar, says, random question, does Jessica speak the language of her nationality? I love the way you worded that. I remember she's Asian, but I'm not sure which country, and have you tried learning also? She does speak a little bit of Cantonese Chinese, not much, and, oh man, how did I learn to go back into that thing? I'm a stupid person. Yeah, she speaks a little bit of Cantonese Chinese. She doesn't read any. We bought this book. Oh, we didn't buy it. We pirated some book that was supposed to teach us how to read Chinese, and it was, I just got lazy. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be to learn Chinese. I was learning little bits and pieces, like little phrases and stuff that I could read, but it just wasn't worth the effort for me because our trip was coming up too soon. Chinese, it is really not as, wow, that was a really close game. Not as hard to learn as I thought it would be. Let's see, what's the next question? CK dropped a buck, says I switched from Scuff to Burn controllers because Burn do have much more comfortable paddles. Okay, whatever floats your boat. We got some comments all the way from Germany. Can you ever try Ark Survival Evolve? Mournful just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription, Mournful. How did you meet your wife? We met in a burlesque strip club. I was stripping, she was a customer. Swipe, 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 like I'm on Tinder. Swipe, swipe. Drifter COD 2016. It's definitely going to be Call of Duty Revolutionary Warfare. With your muskets, you'll get your bayonet attachment. You can call it a tactical cannon or a messenger, counter messenger, stuff like that. I think it's going to be dope. I even heard they're going to have a DLC character for George Washington's White Horse.
I look forward to that.
That would be a great mod. Like, if they release mods for this game, that would be an amazing mod.
Take a good 45 seconds to pack your musket.
Mm-hmm. Man, that would, you talk about really making your shots count.
Oh, yeah.
What was that game? They had some game called Total Warfare, if you remember. It was like kind of like an MMO. Like, you could have like 1,000-person battles, kind of. Laggy ones, albeit. And there was a class that nobody played. It was the music people. Remember how they used to have people that would play the drums? Castle Clash just subscribed. Thank you, sir. But like in old combat, like they would actually have musicians there on the field, and they would play the drums to kind of like encourage the troops or whatever, or keep the marching pace the same. And by the way, it looks like we're going up against the whole clan. The Rush 2004 just subscribed. Musa Kana subscribed. Thank you for the new subscriptions. Shy McCalla subscribed. Thank you again. And in this game, you could actually play as the musicians. You had no offensive abilities, right? And nobody did it because you couldn't kill anybody. But it would give you all your teammates like this, I don't know, 15, 20% boost on their reloading or something stupid like that. So these group of guys, they got in, they were like 10 musicians, and they were just walking around playing flute and drums all over the battlefield, helping their team. And the enemies weren't killing them because they'd seen this so infrequently, they thought they were AI, like not even worth it or something like that.
That's
So
hilarious.
I don't know. I think that'd be really fun for COD. Tom Khalid just subscribed. Tom Nays also subscribed. Bach Fam, thank you all new subs. Ben Schneider subscribed. And that is it for now, which is totally okay. We've got a hello from down under. Oh, what's this? Hey, bud. Or are they not behind us already?
You're right next to me, right?
Yeah, I'm watching the other side.
Yeah, take a look at where I am. It's a really good spot right here. You can show the stream.
Oh no, that's not me, dude. That's somebody else. That's Randy.
Well, it's dark. It's somebody in our party.
Alright, I got a counter you have. I'm just camping. It's TDM. I can camp, right? That's acceptable.
Yeah. They'll let you know in the comments, I'm sure, when it's...
I really wish somebody would come around the corner. There they are. Goodbye. Okay. When you've been spotted, it's time to go, you know?
Yeah. Or if you get a good, like, 3-4 that come in real quick, I usually try and switch it up, because you know they're coming back for you.
No, 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 no. I gotta go. Gotta go. Dude, I've got no bullets, but I'm 40 points away from having a hater. That's God mode in TDM. I need to find a dead person. Dude, where are you at?
On the far right.
Hold up. One of my teammates is gonna get killed in a second.
I've got a UAV for you.
Oh, dude, they're all around me. Crap. There we go. I got it. I think my teammates sacrificed themselves. All right, as soon as your UAV is down, I'm gonna call in a hater. We're gonna keep him on candid camera. All my fans were like, hashtag camp. I think the UAV is down.
Yeah.
Do it then.
Oh, we got like 2 up there in that church window.
Okay. No, dog, as long as I can keep this hater hating, I can do some good work.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're spawning behind us. We're spawning, like, beside them. That's kind of weird. That didn't last very long. Ah!
Is he in that
Yeah.
house on the right there? Yeah.
I don't know because I didn't pay attention at all.
That's all good.
I'm so used to playing objective modes where you just run around like crazy that I don't even think about stuff like callouts. Gonna get a double? Don't worry, I got you. There we go, got gold on this gun. Got our first gold of the stream. I wish I was a little more excited about that, but I know I've got so much more to go, it's like you can't get excited yet. Can't. Oh man, that's another gun I'm already maxed out. Alright, what's my next one? ICR1. Back with perks. So I think I got gold. Did I not get enough long shots? Surely I got enough long shots. Oh man, I am... I'm deep. I'm in, and I'm dead. You ever get that feel like the UAV comes in, you see there's like 6 dots around, you're like, oh man, I'm gonna get a quadra kill. Nope, dead.
Yeah, well, they've got one up now, too, so that's what's holding you back.
Gotta get these psychosis kills in. I gotta get psychosis double kills, but I suppose that's not too hard. I mean, that's a lot easier than rejack double kills or glitch.
Oh,
Glitch,
yeah.
you have to run past them. You took...
Rejack was awful. I hated getting that.
Yeah, rejack you had to die, and then after you died, you could try to do it. I don't know, I thought it was a pain in the butt.
They've got an Annihilator in the church window.
They had an Annihilator in the church window. They've been properly sorted. There's still some peeps in the church. Ah, I got a headshot. There we go. 10 kills with Psychosis. Psychosis doesn't take very long. I found it usually easier to get my ability kills than anything else, because it's just regular kills, right? So...
Yeah.
It says you need 5 kill streaks. No. You know, that's one thing in AW I don't think I ever used. I really don't think... I can never recall using the extra kill streak wild card. Hey, that's pretty decent KDR. No gold? I didn't get gold? Uh-oh. How come you use your don't use your crypto keys? Oh, I save them. I saved the crypto keys for unboxings and stuff. Did I not get gold? Hold up. I'm gonna feel dumb if I didn't get gold. I'm gonna feel real dumb. Oh, I have to get bloodthirsties. Did I not have bloodthirsties with that gun? No way. No, I was ripping people with the Man of War. I'm gonna have to check on that. Handsome Nipple? That's a weird username, but okay. If you want to have handsome nipples, that's fine by me. Tyler Gardner just subscribed. Thank you for the Tyler Gardner. Oh man, I didn't. What? Oh, I have to get bloodthirsties. Okay. All right, I have to get freaking bloodthirsties. All Alright, let's do it this way then. Assault rifles, man of war, ELO, quick draw. Oops. Rip. I don't need that for... Okay, I should be able to get some bloodthirsties with this. Glorious pink man of war. Didn't get gold. Feel dumb on that. I just totally forgot about it. Yeah, definitely should be able to get some bloodthirsties here in Safeguard as long as I play conservatively, like a little Ron Paul. Shakira Hutchinson just subscribed. Oscar N just subscribed. Kawa Adi just subscribed. Kelawa, I can't read that. Ben Baltherson just subscribed. Thank you guys. Leon GTO subbed. A lot of new subs here. Mountain Dew 0999 subscribed, and a shirtless panda subbed. I don't know if I've never seen a panda wear a shirt. Prim Patel subscribed. How's the player base? Player base is fine for this game. Diego Hernandez, Captain Cam G, Daniel Besalega, okay. Julie Labor just subscribed. Quincy Lyon just subscribed. Whew, Plain Donut. I'm getting tired of reading these, so I'll try to read them though. Nathaniel Robinson. And Ernie Avilia, I can't keep track of all this. Epically Awesomeness, that's cool. Kidzone in the YouTube chat wants to know if I got a new haircut. Nope, I just haven't washed it in a day or two, so I'm being completely, like, lazy with it. So, did you get hero armor, or have you gone for dark matter or any of that stuff yet?
Not yet. I'm still just working through some of the challenges for some of the stuff that I want in particular, but right now I've seen a few people with them, and some of them look really good. I know I will go for some of them eventually. How many more do you have to go?
A lot. Way too many, to be honest. Way too many. Oh, 1 kill away from my bloodthirsty. I feel like that's kind of those things. Just no matter what you set your goal to, you're always just going to die one before.
Yeah. Somebody on the enemy team is using trophy systems. They're putting them in pretty good spots, too.
Like people that know what they're doing? Can't be having that.
Crazy.
Dude,
that's one of my new favorite piece of equipment in this game, because it really, especially if you use 2 of them and then have scavenger on there, you can really rack up some points with that.
Oof. I get so used to going for headshots after this. I don't even know what to do with my regular shots. I feel like discombobulated. Okay, I'm starting to screw this up. Thank you for the content, Brian Robertson. I appreciate it. And yes, I do read the YouTube chat. I just can't do it all the time, you know. Quack. Oh, bloodthirsties. I always get the bloodthirsties without even thinking about it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I can't do it. There's some dude in the back of our spawn back here, by the way. Or was.
Okay. I'm up top in the house, trying to watch people coming in. Oh, they got up top.
Yeah, they're kind of trying to take over our back spawn area. Yeah, they're doing a good job of it too. I'm getting spanked. Getting spanked hard.
Yeah.
Touching my pee-pee, man. You gotta help me out here. I hate it when they touch my pee-pee.
They're getting close here.
I know.
Right side, right side.
Got him. Okay, one more and I'll get a bloodthirsty. If I can get that one.
There we go. That'll buy us a little bit of time.
There we go. One bloodthirsty. Excellent.
Oof, behind us again.
I wonder if could you get multiple bloodthirsties, or do you have to die and do it again?
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't tested that.
Nor have I. I know the game does do funny things like that sometimes. Oof, got shot. Well, I guess I died. I'll find out. Drifter, what's the best gun for rejack? I found Vesper to be the way to go if you're doing those challenges. Because it's just a little bullet hose, right? It's easy to use. Just hose people. Why is COD not respected in the gaming community? Because it was copy and paste for a few years, because it doesn't run well on PC hardly ever, because the community does all sorts of trash talk, because the pros trash talk each other, because it's on MLG and not Twitch, because it releases every year and it's the most popular thing and it's easy to hate on the popular stuff. I think those are all pretty decent reasons. Pretty good explanations. Mr. Moreswim says, I attend a U.S. Service Academy. Many people do not like how I and other midshipmen receive quality education for free and only a 4-year commitment to the military. How do you feel about this comment and service academies in general? I think they're just mad that they didn't get something for free that you had to work for. I don't think anything is free, and I think your so-called free education is something that you probably have to bust your midshipman butt for, and it's not something I'm really concerned about. That's some childish stuff.
Ooh, that was a good HCXD.
Is that a quad?
I think it was triple.
Gotta get a couple more bloodthirsties here. Somebody asked, do you stream every day? I do not every day. I've been trying to do it more often, but I do not stream every day. Some days I just like to lay around the house and watch anime. I can't help it. Got a problem, I'm an otaku. Good place to set up and get these. Ah! I don't get shot in the booty. No! Hit 3 in a row. That says, hey Drift, you have Instagram. I do not. Sorry, I'm an old dinosaur. I only do Twitter and YouTube. I don't do no Instagramming. What is this Instagram thing you young kids are onto these days? I don't understand it. It's new and it's scary. Don't make me use it.
Just wait until they ask you for Snapchat.
Oh man, I did Snapchat just for that COD, like their little viral campaign.
Yeah.
And I still have people sending me snaps. I don't know what to do with them all. I didn't get a single beautiful naked woman either. I just got, like, dogs and kids and a couple of penises here and there. I don't know. Then again, I shouldn't say stuff like that. I get in trouble. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Getting a lot of 3 kills in a row. I think I have 2 more bloodthirsties to get with this gun. I don't know why I'm not able to do it here. Probably because I'm thinking too hard. If only I had a small loan of $1 million, I could probably bribe these guys. But just think about what you could do with a small loan of $1 million. Alright, one more kill, and I'm dead. Like, yeah, one more and I'll get another bloodthirsty, and I'm die. Yeah, I'm choking. You guys are right, I'm choking. It's a choke.
Here we go. Alright.
What you got?
Hellstorm.
What you got? Eh. Oh, wow. Okay. That did a moderate amount of work, I will admit.
Yeah, on a game mode like this, you really can't miss.
That's definitely a small loan worth of work.
Yeah.
What? I think I just scoots through my bullets like they're nothing. He says, hey Drifter, if you want to get bloodthirsties, you have to camp. Well, I'm not into that kind of stuff, so I don't want to camp unless I have to. I guess I might have to, because... Wait, are we trying to win this? I can't remember.
I was trying to push up. They had a sentry gun really well placed for a while that prevented us from getting too far.
Should put a silencer on this thing. That'd make my life a lot easier. Just trying to stretch. Ah, man, I've been so sore from weightlifting. You ever just have those times where you overdo it and you just feel like your whole body hates you and you're gonna die?
Yeah, every now and then, yeah.
Look at this. Let's see. No, sorry guys, I'm not old enough to be president. I might be president next time around. I'll consider running. It's kind of scary to think, but at the rate YouTube is growing and potentially replacing TV and stuff like that, is that guy holding the Argus with one hand on the left? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind, it had a stock. Okay. Like, it wouldn't be unfeasible that a YouTuber could run for president and immediately have, like, a giant support group. Not this time. Probably not even next time, but, like, 2 presidencies from now. Think about that. Chris Payne, Exodus has been removed. I think the frequency of play has been decreased. Not sure why. Six more psychosis kills. Wait, that's a crazy looking head. Hold up. Huh. That's a really strange head. Yep, 2 more. 2 more bloodthirsties. I can do this. I'll play Breach Dom. That'll probably work better. Rejack on Search and Destroy. I don't play S&D, so I don't run into that, but it's probably very annoying, if I had to bet. Just, it's not something I would really want to deal with. I would find it very frustrating. Definitely would.
Yeah, see, that's one of those places where the Nomad becomes exceptionally strong.
Yep. I mean, not only that, but Hives on Search and Destroy? Oh my.
Yep.
I'd be like George Takai. Oh my. We just got a subscription from RamJam73. Thank you for subscribing, popping up on the screen there. I do appreciate it. Okay, so you can get 2 bloodthirsties in a life. That's good to know. Okay. Hey, we got a hello from Honduras. Thank goodness I read a little bit of Spanish. Batman versus Superman. You on the Batman versus Superman train?
I'm not that much. I mean, my opinion would be so minimal when compared to what some of the fans are, especially who asked that. The extent of what I have to contribute is the Dark Knight movies.
Got it. You're not like a hardcore Batman fan? Action Comics number was 34, read everything since the beginning of time.
No. Are you? I actually don't.
Securing Bravo. B secure.
Get an assist.
Losing B.
I gotta get one more kill for this bloodthirsty, so I'm playing so conservative. No, 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 no! Oh my biscuits! I could get like an easy 4 in a row, and then... Nope. It's one of those things like I watch my teammate shoot this person a bunch of times, so I know they've got no health. Right, so I know how this works. All I have to do is hit them once, and then I got this. And I can't hit them once, and I don't got this. Got 3 in a row, and I did.
What setup are you using right now?
Oh, I'm just running like ELO and grip and stuff, just very basic. I'm not trying to do anything fancy, just...
Alright, I think we got cover for B.
Yep.
There it is.
Let's get a few in a row and then die.
They're about to be on B again.
Good, I'm gonna go pay him a visit.
Need some scavenger packs over here.
Scavenger, there's another one I don't use. See, we do this so differently, you and I.
It depends on the game mode, because like this, I'm all about the scavenger because you're just plowing through bullets.
I guess having a specialty on in-depth and doing a little bit of everything helps. I don't need scavenger because just to do in-depth, I have to be able to use like every gun in the game.
Yeah.
So anything I find on the ground will work for me. It'll be okay. Like there's almost never a setup that I pick up that's too garbage for me to use. It's always going to work out.
See, for me at least, it's not necessarily that much about that. It's like what else do I have equipped that makes scavenger worth it or not? So like, you know, have I taken the time or the allocation points to put on 2 or 3 pieces of equipment, and how many attachments do I have on my gun? Because if it's more than, you know, the minimum, then scavenger is really going to make my setup more worth it, especially the attachments on my gun.
Gotcha.
Alright, here we go. Here's my combat focus trick again.
Well, we could probably use some counter UAVs because I think we're getting regular UAV'd in the butt.
Friendly lightning strike inbound.
No! How are they? That's gotta be. I've gotta be on UAV like crazy.
Securing Bravo.
Let's get like this decent KDR, but I can't.
So yeah, just so the stream knows, I went all the way through my entire score streak chain again, just from combat focus. Granted, counter UAV is the highest one that I have.
Got a $5 donation over here from CX4 Life. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
UAV inbound.
That's not gonna pan out. Okay, there's like a lot of people heading to Alpha.
Friendly UAV inbound.
There were a lot of people heading to Alpha.
Secured. Hold your position. Friendly Hellstorm inbound.
Still a lot of people at Alpha. Man, I don't know what. Oh, we took Charlie. Okay, makes sense.
Rolling thunder
Yep.
deployed.
Oh, yeah. Let's hold them down for a little while.
Did that Rolling Thunder really kill nobody?
Wow. 1 on this map? That's nuts.
Especially when we just had him in a spawn trap?
Be advised. Hostile UAV incoming.
I'm kind of shocked.
Securing B. Looking good. Continue on mission.
About to start putting some other attachments on this gun. I'm starting to get worked up over here by this nonsense. I just want to get 5 kills in a row. Whack, whack, whack. And I know a silencer is not the way to go.
Ooh,
Losing C.
got 3 or 4 by B.
Oh, we're taking Alpha. We're actually tied. Okay, maybe next round I'll get it.
There's more work to do.
Gotta get those gold outfits. Black Ops 3 or Advanced Warfare 2. How would I know anything like that? It's not out yet. Couldn't tell you, man. Let's see what we have donation-wise to read. Thiago dropped 269, says, I was watching the stream while I'm at work, don't tell my boss. How do I increase the range and penetration on my dingo? You cannot increase the range on the dingo. You can increase the penetration by adding FMJ, and adding FMJ to the dingo I do feel is rather worth it, in my opinion.
Hostile HCXD in your AO.
Just saying. Got killed like an idiot over here at Bravo, like a complete noob. CX4 Life says, hey Drifter, big fan. Keep up the good work. I like the comments on Donald Trump. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Glad that you're down with the Trumpler like I am.
So one other thing for the guy who was asking about the dingo, I know this isn't quite the question that he wanted answered about range and penetration, but range for the dingo, something that he should know is that it's one of a few weapons in Black Ops 3 that actually does not have perfect ADS aim, so where your red dot is with it is not actually where your bullets are going to hit every single time. So the sort of default range on it is going to be more than plenty.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Securing Bravo.
Oh! Every time. Get 4 in a row and then just keel over like
Hostile
getting
UAV
too deep.
spotted.
Too deep into that spawn.
Securing Bravo.
You got one on top of the AC units over there.
I got people everywhere. I got them in my butt. I got them touching my pecker. I got them caressing my nether areas. It's a swarm. It's a swarm of baddies, man, I'm telling you. I just don't...
Ooh, one jumping up on top of, oh, never mind. Went the other way. Somewhere around B.
Yo, you know what? I'm just gonna do what I do best. Just balls to the wall aggression.
HCXD inbound. Hostile UAV above.
I think I just killed my own guys. Apparently you can kill your own psychosis
Securing
buddies.
Bravo.
That's gonna get me killed going that way for sure.
Securing B.
Ah, that armor is rough.
UAV inbound. Be advised.
Yes! Oh, did I not get it? Was that not a...
UAV above.
Is that not a bloodthirsty? What?
Care package incoming.
Oh my god, am I miscounting? What is going on here?
On top of B, watch out when you go out there.
Quite a few drift folks on the other team, but... I feel so bronze, guys. I feel truly bronze here at this stream.
Friendly hardened sentry deployed.
Pray that you will forgive my bronzeness.
Wow. This guy's good. Oh, that was a different person, that's why.
Nearly over. Try to redeem yourself.
Says you got 6? Okay, that's good. I got a you suck. Well, thanks, guys. Loving it. I'm McLovin' it, guys. My Big Mac over here. I actually hate McDonald's. I really don't like... Do you like McDonald's?
No.
Good.
I haven't had McDonald's in ages.
McDonald's make me want to throw up.
Every now and then I'll go and get some fries, but it's been a while since I've even done that. But I can't do the other stuff.
Gotcha. You know, now that we have In-N-Out Burger, I just don't care. Man, you've had In-N-Out before, right?
Actually, I haven't. I know that it is amazing and everybody loves it, but just don't have them around here.
It's quite good. Okay, so
Stand by for reassignment.
Got a $1 donation from Deep6069. Says, hey, love the stream. Would you recommend hardwired over fast hands in Perk 2 for ground war? Absolutely, dude. No, my bad. No, apologies. Fast hands all the way. Fast hands for life. Fast hands is just the perk if you just want to use fast hands. I would not recommend almost anything over it. Asian Pinger, Shrek just subscribed. Shrek, thank you, Shrek. We need you more of your swamp. Asian Pinger just donated $5 and says, to get gold hero armor, do you need to max out every specialist? Yes, you do. You have to do every single specialist. You got to max them out, which is what I'm working on here. I've got quite a ways to go as well, so trying to make it work. Got the high-tech helmet. Okay, what did we get? That's kind of scary. Interesting.
So here's another one. I don't know how many people ask you this, but I get asked this all the time. When you go to the black market, which box do you do?
I'm always doing rare, because especially I did them before, but now that they give me keys back, there's no reason not to hit rare.
I think don't they both give you keys back for dupes?
Nope. As far as I'm aware, only the rare ones give you keys back, but that lottery is strong. I very frequently get multiple keys back. Like, I've had times, let's see, Mad R just subscribed. Thank you for the new subscription. We got hello from the other side in the chat. But I've hit the lottery, and I've got like 30 keys back before, which is very valuable. So, I think it's worth. Stop the spam. JL Gaming 022 just subscribed. Green Arrow or Hawkeye? I'm going Green Arrow all the way. Arrow for life. You watch the Arrow? Nope, guess not.
Oh, no, sorry, I was paying attention to my supply drop.
That's okay. What, did you get anything good?
I got 2 gestures, so not bad.
I'm saving up for a wrench or a combat knife. The issue is, though, that I know that I have to get diamond cam or like dark matter or whatever, because if I get the wrench or whatever, or like let's say I get all 3, like let's say I get wrench and knuckles and a butterfly knife, that means I have to unlock camos on all of them to get dark matter.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to save up for that. Tony Ramos just subscribed. Isn't that a football player?
Yeah.
And Patrosh Kumar. Got a lot of Arabic people in here. They're leaving Arabic comments like I know what.
Escort the robot.
Like I can read that. I don't. Nope. I have a really hard time with Sanskrit. I can't identify the different characters very well. Can you?
No, not at all. I'm pretty sure that it is written right to left. So.
Well, they're already flanking us over here. Look out in the back of our spawn. I'm probably gonna super die if I go up here, but I gotta try. That's a nice start.
Our robot has been disabled. Robot status is nominal.
No! Oh! I was about to get it. It's about to get it, but I didn't got it. Nope. Got a triple. Getting surrounded over here. Getting completely surrounded, actually. Whew. Getting sweaty.
I gotta switch weapons here. Not doing too well.
There we go. Gold camo. Excellent. So worth. Now I can go for ICR-1 headshots. Yay! And a boatload of scythe kills.
That will probably be one of your easier ones. Gun is so accurate.
It is, but it doesn't shoot super fast, and the damage isn't exactly what I would describe as being amazing. So, the easiest one was by far the Shiva, just because of how it works.
Yeah.
They've disabled our robot.
And they have this whole team pinned back here.
Yes, they do. How's the right side looking? It seems like you've died a few times over here on the right.
Has been
I have. It's there's somebody in that doorway there that pops out every now and then, but I think for the most part we can probably flank them through here.
Okay. Oops, I died before I even got to use my scythe. Oh no! Did you feel like such a bad kid if you die before you get a single scythe kill?
Yeah, that one is just—it's so fun to use though when you get a real good roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just pouring in the top too.
I'm moving the robot along.
Nice.
Got him moved a little bit. Got my 8 seconds in, you know. Got it so I can say I was a team player this game, totally. I don't think I've got a single ICR headshot, but what can you do? Saved Jose, he was about to die. Like that twice I saved Jose.
Robot status is nominal.
Couldn't save him from that guy. My butt itches. I hate when my butt itches on stream. You can't scratch your butt, right? Because that's bad. And then you especially can't scratch your butt and then get butt juice on your controller. That's a big
That's
no.
bad.
Should have got so many more kills there. Ah! Savage. Yeah, mods, you're more than welcome to just delete the Arabic spam. I don't know what's the deal with it.
Mission clock running down.
I think these guys are just posting Arabic spam just for funsies. That's the issue with the ICR-1, it is just a pea shooter. I mean, in one-on-one combat, you're just going to get outgunned, and that's how it is.
Yeah, you've got to be engaging a good, probably 20 meters out is around the sweet spot for that gun.
And usually where they can't see you either.
Yeah.
We lost the battle, but the war goes on.
Apparently my wife is tweeting that she's starving and waiting for my stream to end.
Do they have any good delivery services out there? Do you have Eat24 or anything like that? Grubhub?
We do, but they're not really big here in Dallas. I can't tell you too much about where I live because people get crazy with like triangulation and stuff, but
Yeah, that's why I didn't even say Dallas because I wasn't.
No, I mean people even know the city. I live in Plano in Dallas. But the thing is, like, if I tell them the delivery restaurants that are near me, that really narrows it down, right?
Oh yeah.
But no, we have really good delivery options. There's not one website for it, unfortunately. But but I know all the local restaurants around here, and a lot of them do delivery, even quite late into the night. So, at no point am I hurting for good food. That's where a lot of my donation money goes. It's like 12 o'clock. I'm hungry, and I gotta satisfy those cravings. No, and like In-N-Out's open till I think 1 o'clock, so that's a big one. That's really close to my house.
Robot has been disabled.
And next time you go to a western place like California, Texas, Arizona, whatever, In-N-Out is going to be the way to go, I'm telling you. It's, so I don't want you to think it's like magic, that it's going to cure cancer or whatever, but it's pretty much top-tier fast food. It's going to be like the best fast food that you'll ever get, and I think the reason it works so well is that it's simple. I die again when I pull the scythe out. I feel like I get shot in the back every time I pull the scythe. So they only do a couple of, I'm sure you've read about, like they only do a couple of menu options, like even less than Chipotle or some of these other places. If you're not getting a hamburger and fries, don't get In-N-Out because those are the only two things on the menu. They have hamburgers, fries, shakes, and they'll give you like a water or a cola or whatever. And that's about it. There really ain't anything else on the menu, and it's not like you get like a bunch of burger options. You can have a single or a double. Fries come in one size, and that's it. I mean, that's all there is to it. So if you think about it, they don't have to do anything sophisticated. They just do that one thing really, really well. And they do it really cheap, too, because they control the suppliers.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know, how much does like a Wendy's, or what fast food place do you eat at?
More often than not, I'm still at Chipotle. I mean, I don't know if that's really considered fast food, but even with the couple of issues they've been having recently.
Okay, so I actually got E. coli from Chipotle, so I'm off the Chipotle train.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, it made me crazy sick. I think that guy just gave me a free headshot. But like, how much does I think like Wendy's and McDonald's, the burgers are creeping up to like $5 and $6 and stuff, depending on what you order.
Yeah, for some of the premium ones. McDonald's is still, they've kept most of their stuff low, I'm pretty sure, but I haven't been in there for a little while.
Yeah, but I think In-N-Out here, it's $3.25 for a double burger, and whatever you put on it, that doesn't cost any extra or anything. And the fries are like $1.75. They only come in one size, and there's plenty. The fries aren't frozen either. They just have potatoes. So like, you order fries, they cut them and fry them.
Are the burgers greasy, or are they like?
They're fairly greasy. I mean, they're hamburgers, right?
Yeah.
The meats, it's like never frozen meat and stuff like that too, because they only do ground beef. That's it. That's all they do. So it's not like they get frozen stuff. But it's cheap, right? So if I go to eat at In-N-Out, I'll get my whole meal for $5. Burger and fries, $5. That's it.
That's awesome.
And it tastes better than Mickey D's, so got no reason to do other stuff. Okay, let's see if I can actually get maybe a few freaking side kills here.
I really wish I had a haymaker class right now.
Oh my gosh! As you say it, I get killed by a shotgun. I've got one scythe kill. I need to retire from COD. Let me get these headshots. Got a headshot. Couldn't finish it. Kinda stinks when you get the headshot first. Come on, mods. We need to clean. Jose, if you're listening, I need you to do some moderation, bud. The Arabic spam is getting pretty out of control. Got a request to use a shotgun. I guess I could get gold with one shotgun, maybe. Do that on stream. I don't know if I feel like it. I try to get gold at least one gun. I already got one gun gold.
You next time? I'll run the haymaker with you next time.
Oh, and I was gonna do KRM.
That's fine.
You do like haymaker bros that just run into a room. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh man, on this I would have cleared everybody out of that room and I had it.
J-Hub runs rapid fire on that thing. I think he's crazy.
Extended mission time.
I guess there's really no escaping it then.
I'm killing people. I'm just not getting the challenges that I want here.
Ensure that the robot
Let me see what's going on in my chat.
intact. HCXD inbound.
We have a what mic and face cam would you use? Microphone, Razer Siren, or anything from the Blue line, Blue Yeti, Blue Snowball, Blue Balls, Blue whatever. All those work great. And oh gosh, somebody's car just saved my life. And for camera, I use the Logitech C920. I think that's pretty much the standard for live streaming. There are a few people that use some nicer things or have more complicated setups, but for me, the C920 is going to be the best bang for your buck. Oh my gosh, I almost fell off the map. Huh. Most bang for your buck, as I was saying.
Hostile forces have disabled our robot.
Ah! I get killed in the spawn. Yeah, everybody's just copying and pasting all that nonsense. That's okay. Whatever. It actually just helps my interaction rate when they spam. It makes me more money. Woot woot. Did you guys know that? High comments is high money. Let me see if I can find these people. I'll get the bad one. Let's see. Block user. There we go. One of them is gone.
Oh no. Back at the spawn, some guy's about to grab my care package.
He out-shotgunned me.
That's alright, I got him.
Yep. Drifter, have you ever had Five Guys? Yes, I have. Five Guys is better than In-N-Out Burger, but it costs more, too.
See, now you're making me doubt if I like In-N-Out Burger, because I didn't really like Five Guys that much.
You not like greasy burgers?
Not particularly greasy. They actually, I'll tell you, the Five Guys did not do well around here.
Wow.
It was a little ways away from my house, but it was like the only one in reasonable vicinity, and they actually closed down. I think they were only open maybe 8 months or so.
So I'll admit that Five Guys is some of the greasiest burgers I've ever eaten in my life. Like, In-N-Out is less greasy than that, but it's still greasy, like, in the grand scheme of things. Ooh, Mischief Power, that's a new sub. And, it's not Five Guys level greasy, it's not that. So you don't have to worry about that. But it is greasier. But I love Five Guys. It's messy, I'll admit, but the fries are fantastic. You get a metric, I don't know, I try to not use that word, of them. Oh, there's so many of them around the robot. So many. They have the haymakers and stuff, too. I am getting slaughtered. What in the world is going on? Oh my god! My subs are killing me, man.
Oh, they're running through the spawn.
Dude, I'm trying to get these challenges and they're coming in here and butchering me, making me look bad. Like, guys, if I weren't going for headshots, this would be your booty right now, but I only do what I can do. Ah! More sub action.
Alright, I'm throwing up a UAV. I don't know how useful that'll be.
Very useful until they shoot it down.
Yeah. As soon as I did that, there was a guy I saw right behind us.
Dude, they're all up in our spawn and everything.
Yeah.
Mission clock running down.
This is where the streams start getting sweatier and sweatier. There we go, got a headshot on him. Missed, missed, missed. Says Drifter, switch to hardcore for the ICR headshots. I could, but I'm just not going to. I'm gonna get all my challenges in core, like a real man. Because that's how I'm gonna do it. Smiting Fatty, I know you're watching. I don't think I'm signed into Twitter right now on my desktop because I was trying to, you know, save a little bit of RAM use on the tabs. But I've got you saved, and the next time I stream, I am going... Ooh. Next time I stream, I am going to make you a mod, so we will have another mod. Actually, I take that back. I've got time between games. I should be able to do it right now. I should be able to sign in on Twitter. I always get paranoid that I'm going to type in my password too fast or something. And I'll have like the wrong text box selected, so I'll just like type in my password and enter it there in the YouTube chat, and all my channels disappear really fast. They steal everything. Like, who was that? Bayesian Canadian back in the day. Somebody hacked his YouTube channel and uploaded weird videos of this kid like smearing peanut butter on his face, and that was all he did. So I guess it could be worse, but it's weird.
Alright, let's set up this shotgun class.
There we go, get that class made. User selected. Let's see. I should be able to make you a moderator for my About page. That should be something I can do. Nope, okay. But I can copy and paste your channel URL into the chat. Louis Olivia just subscribed, thank you. Alright. Smiting Fatty is now a moderator in the chat. Rapid fire? Nah, rapid fire doesn't float in my goat, guys. Got requests for the Pharaoh and other SMGs. Not until ARs are done. No, no, no. Not until these assault rifles are done.
It's not personal, only business.
I think I might make this my last game and then hop off and get some dinner for me and my wife. I'm pretty sure she's getting hungry about now. So
Sounds good.
I gotta do some good husband stuff and get some food.
Disable it.
Already Shrek'd. Subs already, man. We got a lot of subs over there on that team. Lots and lots of subs. I might actually have to try. I might have to get a different class here. Definitely gonna... nope, I'm gonna stick with my challenges. I'm gonna keep on doing my thing regardless of how many subs do and don't join the game. I think that's the way to go. I don't think it's nice to get up on here and just try hard people. So say, Drift, you should stop the robot. I agree, but thankfully I've got teammates to do that for me.
We got some guys coming up behind us right now.
They're like coming through this middle area.
Yeah.
Gotta go YOLO with the worst gun in the game!
Systems are online. Hostile robot has been disabled.
Don't see too many of these guys. I might have to move back here for the spawn kill. There they are.
Robot is online. Disable it.
Love out juking people. And I got out juked as soon as I said that. Guys, I will admit that I have not played The Witcher 3. Just haven't got around to it, so yeah.
They're not trying too hard for this robot, I'll say that.
No, I don't think so. I think they're just mostly trying to kill me.
Robot shut down.
I suppose it's okay. I mean, it still gives us a win, right?
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I'll take a free win.
On the move.
There we go, little triple. I think it counted as a triple, it's all broken up, but that's okay. Trying to get dude around the corner. So somebody in the comments says Drifter is sexy, man, you know it. This guy knows how to lay down some compliments. I think Jose just got sniped.
You got two up there.
Okay, good. Actually, I wish they would move the robot up a little bit more, because this would be the perfect place for me to use my scythe.
Won't be long. Oh, they're on that right stairwell.
Yep. I'm just gonna save the scythe because I know the exact moment I need to use it. It's right where they're trying to squeeze
Right about
through
now.
that little door.
So they're getting close.
Okay, okay. Yes, they are.
The robot has been disabled.
Oh, don't die, don't die. I just got this thing.
Enemy robot systems are online.
Really? That is unbelievable.
They're out of time.
My
Don't
goodness.
look back.
I'm having terrible luck with the scythe today.
Hostile robot is approaching our base.
I think I'm just, you know, like the last game of the day, this always happens. I pretty much just don't give any more fudge sickles at this point.
Hostile robot has been disabled.
I ran out of fudge sickles to give, man.
They're so close.
They shall not pass. They did not study.
Whew, man,
There we
that
go.
was
Pick up a little
close
double
round.
them. Why are you so bad at this game? Oh, it's obviously because I'm a potato. That's how. That's why.
Halftime.
There we go. Arab folks got banned again. Got a hello from the Netherlands, White Boys Gaming. Nice to see you.
Ensure that the robot makes it to the enemy base intact. Robot status is nominal.
Got guys in already.
Unbelievable. I just do not like this gun. I don't know what's going on. Don't blame the gun. That's bad kid stuff. You know, anytime I see people complaining on the internet and they just blame everything but themselves, I just assume that they're terrible at this game.
More often than not, that's probably a fair assumption.
Hi, donated $1. It says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the sexiest e-boy of them all? Why, Drifter, of course.
That's an easy one.
Yep. I'm just gonna camp if I have to. Probably not gonna work at this point. Because you're gonna have to take control of the back of the spawn.
Oh,
do it the fun
behind this
way.
guy.
Oh, what? See, that's what doesn't even make sense to me, right? So I think, you know what, I'm gonna go to the back of their spawn and kill them, because there's always some dude out there with like a sniper or an LMG or something. I go to the very back of their spawn, where only a sniper would be. I find a dude running around with a shotgun, like, what? Doesn't even make sense.
You hope that he just spawned in, but it's probably not the case.
No, I mean, he's a sub, too. I think he probably had a figure on what I was gonna try to do, and he came to kill me. That's realistically what happened.
Yeah. Had those two screens going, one with the stream and then his TV. Trying
No,
to
it's not even that. But I mean, they watch me play every day, so they have a good idea of the routes I like to run. And they kind of know what's up, right?
Yeah.
Our reputation is our best deterrent.
All right. Well, I'm starting to play kind of crappy, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day here. I'll get my other challenges later.
One shot, one
Well, thanks for having me on the stream.
Anytime. Thanks for being here. You want to do a shameless, absolutely sell out to the max promo for your ultimate utility, which is linked down there in the description for you hardcore viewers that have stuck around for the whole time.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm sure most of these guys watching have a good idea of it. So, if anybody does have any questions about it or you have it, always love to hear from you.
That's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to be like, buy more apps, steal your parents' credit card and buy this app. Do you have cancer? Do you have AIDS? Are you ugly? It'll take care of all these problems. Buy the app.
No, we'll do no such things, but with any luck, it might help you play a little better. So I appreciate the time, though.
Anytime. Alright guys, well that is all for the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful. And if you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.